Looping statements. Looping statements are the control flow statements allow us to repeatedly execute a set of statements for a given number of times. These are also called as iteration statements or loops. Java provides three kinds of looping statements, which are while, do while, for. However, the for loop is more commonly used as compared to the while and do while loops. Let us learn about these in detail. The while loop. The while loop is a flow control statement in Java. It is used to execute a block of statements repeatedly until a given condition becomes false. In while loop, the condition is evaluated first, and if it returns true, then the statements inside the loop are executed. Syntax of the while loop is as follows: while within brackets conditional expression, open brackets, within bracket statements, close brackets. For example, public class while loop, open brackets, public static void main, within brackets string args, open brackets, int I is equal to 1 semicolon, while within brackets I is less than equal to 10, open brackets,
system.out.println.
Within brackets, within inverted commas, the value of I is colon, inverted commas, plus I, semicolon, I plus plus, semicolon, close brackets. Flowchart of while loop. Test expression, true, test expression, false. In the preceding code, while loop checks the condition within brackets I less than equal to 10 that evaluates to true. The statements written inside the body of the while loop gets executed. Value of the variable I will be incremented by 1 within brackets I plus plus. Loop checks the condition again and again until the value of the variable I becomes more than 10. This variable is also called as control variable. The control variable defines the duration until which the loop will execute. The do-while loop. The do-while loop is similar to the while loop. The only difference is that the do-while loop will execute the statements written inside the body of it at least once, whether the given condition returns true or false. Once the do-while loop executes the statements written inside the body of it, checks the condition. If the condition evaluates to true, the loop will execute again and again until the given condition becomes false. Syntax of the while loop is as follows: do, open brackets, within bracket statements, close brackets, while, within brackets conditional expression semicolon. For example, public class do while loop, open brackets, public static void main, within brackets string args, open brackets, int I is equal to 1 semicolon, do, open brackets,
system.out.println.
Within brackets, within inverted commas, the value of I is colon, inverted commas plus I, semicolon, I plus plus, semicolon. Close bracket, while, within brackets, I is less than equal to 10, semicolon, close brackets. Flowchart of do-while loop. Do-while loop body, conditional expression, false. Do-while loop body, conditional expression, true. Do-while loop body, conditional expression, true. If we change the condition used in the preceding program from within brackets I less than equal to 10 to within brackets I greater than equal to 10, the do-while loop executes the statements only once and stops executing. However, the condition is false. The output will be displayed as shown. The for loop. The for loop in Java helps to repeat a set of statements a definite number of times. It is designed to process the items of any sequence one by one. The syntax of the for loop is for, within brackets, initialization, semicolon, conditional expression, semicolon, increment slash decrement, open brackets, within brackets, statements, close brackets. Flowchart of the for loop. Start, initialization, conditional expression, true, body of for loop, update counter, conditional expression, true, body of for loop. Start, initialization, conditional expression, false, stop. Where initialization section initializes a variable when the loop starts its execution, this section executes only once and controls the execution of the for loop. The semicolon symbol will terminate the initialization section. Next, the conditional expression section will evaluate. This section contains a test condition. The body of the loop will be executed until the test condition becomes false. At the end, the increment slash decrement section will be executed. It controls the iterations of the for loop. For example, public class for loop, open brackets, public static void main, within brackets string args, int I, semicolon, for, within brackets, I is equal to 1, semicolon, I is less than equal to 10, semicolon, I plus plus, open bracket,
system.out.println,
within brackets, within inverted commas, touchpad, close brackets. Preceding program prints the word touchpad 10 times.